Hey guys, it's me, Devin. You're not gonna believe this, but there's new merch. It's really, really cool. You should go buy it now. Do it. What are you doing? You're not buying it? Go. What are you doing? Why did you bring Dran back?
They all thank me.
And I'm sure this praise makes you leaps and bounds above me. Isn't that right? Always presenting yourselves as something higher. I'm not
What
one
exactly are you doing here?
Well, I can't visit my nephew. Oh, no, don't be like that. Don't give me that face.
I know the time does not stand still. Can't see the world when it's spinning, spinning. Try to pin me down, you don't have a clue. Wouldn't understand if I showed you, showed you. Stop forsaking everything that I've done. Won't be breaking easily now. So tell me straight up, up, up. I don't want it, no other way. No other way, other way. No other way, other way. So watch me
What a night. What was that? No. Elvis. Nope. Back up. Back up. Away.
What's all this?
This is my collection.
Collection?
Yes, this is my collection.
Yeah, I thought
Don't you
didn't
feel like you're
likewise.
trespassing a little bit on my property?
I'm quite sure this belongs to someone else.
Well, it did. And now it doesn't.
I don't think I want to know.
I bought it legally, I'll tell you that. Learning
That's
a lot about
impressive.
this culture. Mingling in these 5
I
years.
can tell. You know, I actually got a little worried when I felt your energy here. This much of it.
Worried?
Yeah, actually quite...
What do you mean, worried?
You can't tell me I was wrong to be worried.
No, you're absolutely correct.
Exactly. Instead, I'm actually quite pleasantly surprised to... I see you're getting a bit of an appreciation for the contraptions. Perhaps even for them?
It's just entertainment. Nothing more, nothing less. Biding my time.
Of course, of course.
As soon as
No,
the novelty wears
you're-
off, then you know what happens.
I mean, if you want to see other contraptions by them, I've been exploring the world quite a lot. It is quite fascinating. They are such fascinating beings. And how far they've come since we've been gone.
Leaps and
Amazing.
bounds. Very much so, yes. Don't you think you're prying a little much?
A little much? Well, I did come here to stop you from whatever dastardly plan you had, however...
You think you can stop me? With any dastardly plan?
We'll always stop you.
Always makes me wonder at what cost, though. At what costs do we go to get in each other's way? Alphys, I have a question for you. Why,
Go ahead.
on this Earth, did you bring him back?
Him?
You know who I'm
What do you
talking
mean?
about. Why
I'm not
did
quite
you
sure.
bring Dran back?
How do you know that?
He was at the camp. I
I
noticed.
told him not to go.
You told him not to go. So you knew what you were doing. Completely. So you were doing it just to spite me.
He's doing it to fix your mess.
Fix my mess. There is no mess to
Yes.
fix.
Oh, except the one you made out of his life.
This is the order of things.
Last time I checked, the order of things wasn't entering the lives of mortals, destroying everything they had, demigods as well. We settle our petty fights.
Last I checked, hope was something for the humans, not the gods.
And last I checked, wherever you were, I went to stop you.
You do have that habit of weeding yourself out. Right where I don't need you to be. You know,
Fact is... What?
if Morpheus never gave that box away, everything would be just fine without you.
I don't quite agree. I think it's good I'm here. The fact is, what you were doing with that poor boy, that was crossing the line, even for you.
Was it crossing the line? You sure?
Of course.
You know who I am.
Yes, of course. Yes.
I tend to do this a lot. But Elvis,
Like you said.
I'm surprised that your fixing of this mess is so contradictory to the thoughts you've put out there to the public, to all of your worshippers. Well, have you ever considered that he didn't want to come back?
He thanked me.
I'm sure he did. What was he going to do, curse you? Like he did me?
I'm quite sure he didn't thank you for messing up everything.
No one seems to thank me for anything, so... It's always a surprise when that comes up.
Have you considered that might be a sign that you're not doing the right thing?
Have you maybe considered the sign that doing things just because I do them doesn't make you any better than me?
When I do things, they thank me. They all thank me.
And I'm sure this praise
that-
makes you leaps and bounds above me. Isn't that right? Always presenting yourselves as something higher.
Why are you this angry? You aren't normally this angry.
Maybe I'm just getting impatient with you. I don't know. After all of these years, how much longer do we have to do this? Eternity?
hope as it takes.
I get it now, I know. You're going to say it. Hope is a cycle that never ends. Yes, I've heard it all before. I've heard it too many times. I like to preach the same damn thing over and over.
Did the right thing, Loros.
I'm sure you think so. I'm sure you'll continue to think that.
I know it.
God be damned the day you actually acknowledge your mistakes. Now, unless you have more to berate and scold me on, like a parent to a child, I'm sure we're done here.
I suppose so. Still don't understand why you're this angry. It's odd.
Odd, she says. Ha! Great, I'm gonna have to buy another one. Spray. Hasn't changed a bit. Oh my! Seems I've met the guests. Well, not guests, I should say. More like residents now, right?
Janus.
Yeah.
Been a while since you've been here.
Well, I don't usually visit.
I know.
I'm
what
not
exactly
one for...
are you doing here?
Well, I can't visit my nephew.
Nephew's a bold claim.
Oh, any familiar ties are a bold claim for me.
What do you want?
Well, I just wanted to give you my condolences.
He's
I'm
been
sorry
dead for
I
5
haven't.
years.
I'm sorry I haven't visited. Didn't mean to leave you all alone.
I was not the one left alone.
No, truly not. You have company now. I see you. Aren't locked away.
She's been here for a while.
Good help is hard to come by, isn't it? I should know.
Yes, I imagine.
You know how many
Why don't you
servants I
come
run
with-
through?
I don't wish to count. Would you like to come inside?
Yes, that seems more hospitable than this place. But
It
what
always
a
has
lovely view. The dark, drab nothingness. It's like my ideal,
Yeah.
really.
Perhaps father should have traded places then.
You know, I always liked your father.
I'm aware.
I don't think he ever liked me, though.
He never turned you away.
No. At least. Not while I was around. But yes,
Ready,
please. It's been a while since I've been here.
Why don't you start a small meal for our guest?
Of course, I'll get on that.
A meal? My.
I imagine you'll be here for at least a little bit.
Makes me wonder what kind of cuisine you offer here.
So, you rarely have ever come here before. You haven't come here during his funeral, I imagine, either. So why are you here now?
Well, I would assume in his best interest it would be better if I didn't attend. I don't seem to bring about the best of people. But yes. I don't come here alone on those circumstances.
So what do you come here for?
Well, I wanted to, I guess, garner, not favor, but inform others of my plan, what I plan to do, and, well...
Your plan.
Oh, my plan indeed. I've recently come across an individual who seems very hell-bent on destroying Olympus. All of the Olympian gods.
They'll die, surely.
It's Chronos. He's back.
Chronos.
Yes.
Wasn't he in Tartarus?
The Allfather. Yes, he was in Tartarus.
Chronos is back. So what? Do you want me to go over? Make sure he dies a peaceful death?
Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful indeed. Your father did love having those peaceful deaths. Enforcing those. No, no, no. I plan on indulging him. To the most of my ability, at least. I want to see how far he can go with this.
Janus, I may not be one judge, but perhaps you yourself must realize how insane that sounds.
Oh, yes, I know, insane, drab. I know, it's very, very gauche. But I am one for entertainment, and this is very entertaining.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Sounds like suicide to me.
Well. You can't kill the God of Doom. Not even if you have a special sword or anything like that. So it gets kind of boring after a while, you can probably imagine.
Yes, I can only imagine.
Mm.
You wish to tell me all this why, though? I mean, even if Chronos really does want to kill the gods of Olympus, I doubt he'd get far.
I didn't say I completely believed in the man, but does intrigue me.
You wish to just watch.
That's what I've done for a while.
Aid.
Aid is a very, I guess, very self-embodied term. I don't intend to directly cause anyone any pain. Suffering, maybe. Pain. I do that minimally. That's not my job. Bringing about the death of others isn't really my thing. If it happens, it happens, but it's more of the fate that I'm a part of.
Fate.
Yes.
Fate's
Constantly.
all bullshit.
That and he has Pandora's box in his possession.
He has what?
Yes. Very much so my same reaction. He wants my help. For that.
You intend to just give it to him?
I didn't give it to him, no. I'm trying to get it from him. I need it. It's what I was sealed inside. I don't want to be sealed again.
So what's your plan then, Janus?
I just...
Kill him in his sleep, get the box, bury it somewhere in the desert?
It's hard to kill something that exists outside of time, but...
Of course it is.
So that's why I also plan to indulge him for that long. Until I see an opportunity to whisk it away from him.
A man like Chronos shouldn't have a box like that.
No, not at all.
Nothing. Sort.
Zeus knew what he was doing when he gifted it to the humans, inflicting all of that pain and suffering.
Of course he did. He's always been a character, hasn't he?
Yes. Yes, he has. That and his damn offspring.
Yes, which one is it now? A horse, minotaur, thing? Is
Semantics,
it a regular child?
All of them are very piss poor embodiments of their father. Incompetent, willful, courageous, prideful mistakes.
Ignorant.
And that too. That too. Very much that too. You know, favor your father every single day, you know that.
You do. Of all the people to think about him, I'd imagined you'd be the last.
Oh, trust me, he's never at the forefront of my mind, especially not now, but... Seeing as you've pretty much taken his place.
Not yet.
Not
I want
completely.
to find these men. People who did that to him.
Well, you know, if you need any help with that, I do have a handle in condemnation.
I believe your word. For now, I only know of the one.
Yeah.
But I'll find out more, eventually.
I guess keep that as a warning too, if Chronos ever comes.
And you have my aid, if that time ever does come.
Wonderful. Very, very wonderful.
When you get that box, what do you plan to do with it, though? That's my only question.
Well, I plan to completely inhibit myself out of that box. There's still pieces of me. Moros. Kept inside there. I need to get it out.
Whatever
But-
you think is good for you.
And once that's done, and I'm physically out in the world again, people will stop believing in this hope. Alphys will stop being a pain in my ass. Always gets me worked up. Don't know why, though. I'm never usually so pissed off unless she comes into the conversation.
I suppose that's probably the human element in you.
Human.
Human, quote unquote.
Well, I guess I have been mingling a little too much in these last few years.
With whom?
Oh, you know. Casually throwing people onto railroad tracks, and I hear that's like the premier way to get rid of people in the human realm. You know, if you have a grudge with someone, just throw them on the railroad track. Surely they can't escape, and it's very condemning, damning, dooming, if I may say so myself.
Man, the inevitability of death always gets in the way, doesn't it?
Yes. Yes, it does. At that point, it's never my fault they die. It's the train's fault for hitting them. Their fault for being on the tracks in the first place.
Wonder why my father never liked to talk to you now.
Well, I did send more people to him than he needed. And it was not so peaceful, so I guess I...
Yes. Always took up that other one's work. It's whatever, though.
Wait. Does it usually take this long for a meal to be served?
Not usually. She's perhaps nervous to meet you.
I hope I
Glad
haven't
you
intimidated
remember
her. Some say I have an aura when I walk in.
You always have, Janus.
I'll take that as a
I
compliment.
apologize for the lateness. I was trying to figure out what to get you. I have stuffed duck for you, or honey glazed carrots, or a glistening salad. What would you like?
Mors,
Hmm.
I have a question for you.
And I might have an answer.
What is the price of this one's soul to you?
What kind of question is that, Janus?
It could be a very theoretical question, or it could be a very serious question, depending on your answer.
I'm aware of what you mean by the question, Janus.
Oh, no, don't be like that. Don't give me that face.
My father had many qualms, but I don't,
Yeah,
Janus.
I can tell. Rest assured, though, I don't mean any harm to you or those you're close to. They're under your protection, after all. I wouldn't want to betray that. I'll do it for your father.
If that is all that there is, perhaps Karina can just give you a meal and you can be on your way.
Sure. I do have some things I need to take care of. I'll try those
Just
glazed carrots.
duck.
Why don't I try that as well?
Of course.
I hear it's a healthy keto diet is now in the human realm. I don't know exactly what that
Keto.
means, but
I have never heard of that before. Sounds strange.
It does,
Father
doesn't
never told me much about that stuff.
I must thank you for the meal. I must be on my way, though.
Of course.
Don't mind me while I use your portal again. It's very convenient.
Of course. After you.
I will be back. Maybe not soon,
imagine
but I will be
so.
back eventually.
It was lovely to meet you.
Very, very indulgent. I'll take my leave.